Emma was a kind and cheerful little girl. She lived in a small village with her parents and younger brother Sam. Every day, she helped her mother in the kitchen, played with her friends, and went to school. Emma loved school. She enjoyed reading books and learning new things. Emma's best friend was Anna. They spent a lot of time together, playing in the fields and sharing stories. Emma also loved visiting her grandmother, who lived in a small house at the edge of the village. Grandma always had wonderful stories to tell about her childhood and the adventures she had. One day, while Emma was playing near the river, she saw a little puppy. The puppy was wet and shivering. Emma felt sorry for the puppy and took it home. She named him Buddy. Emma's parents agreed to let her keep Buddy, and soon, Buddy became a part of their family. Emma and Buddy were inseparable. They played together, went on long walks, and Buddy even accompanied Emma to school. Emma's friends loved Buddy too. He was a happy and playful puppy, and he brought joy to everyone around him. Emma had a dream. She wanted to become a teacher when she grew up. She loved helping others learn and wanted to share her knowledge with children. Emma's parents supported her dream and encouraged her to study hard. One evening, Emma was sitting with her grandmother, listening to another one of her stories. Grandma talked about how important it was to follow one's dreams and never give up, no matter how hard things might get. Emma felt inspired and promised herself that she would work hard to make her dream come true. One morning, Emma's father came home with some news. He had found a job in the city, and the family would be moving there soon. Emma felt a mix of excitement and sadness. She had never been to the city before, but she didn't want to leave her friends and her village. The day of the move came quickly. Emma said goodbye to Anna, her school, and her grandmother. She promised to write letters and visit whenever she could. With a heavy heart, she left the village with her family and Buddy. The city was big and noisy. Emma felt overwhelmed at first, but her parents helped her adjust. She started going to a new school, where she made new friends. Emma missed her village and Anna, but she was determined to make the best of her new life. Emma's new school was different. The teachers were strict and the lessons were harder. But Emma worked hard and soon caught up. She even joined a book club, where she met other children who loved reading as much as she did. One day, Emma was walking home from school when she saw a group of children teasing a little boy. The boy was crying, and Emma felt sorry for him. She went over and told the children to stop. They left, and Emma helped the boy up. His name was Tom. He was new to the school and didn't have any friends. Emma and Tom quickly became friends. Tom loved reading too, and they spent a lot of time together, talking about their favorite books. Summer came, and Emma's family decided to visit their village. Emma was excited to see Anna and her grandmother again. When they arrived, Emma ran to her grandmother's house. But when she got there, she saw something that shocked her. Her grandmother looked very ill. She was lying in bed, looking weak and pale. Emma's parents explained that Grandma had been sick for a while but didn't want to worry them. Emma felt tears in her eyes. She loved her grandmother very much and couldn't bear to see her like this. Emma spent every day with her grandmother, listening to her stories and taking care of her. Grandma told Emma how proud she was of her and how she knew Emma would become a great teacher one day. Emma promised to work hard and make her grandmother proud. One night, Grandma held Emma's hand and told her a final story. It was about a little girl who never gave up on her dreams. The next morning, Emma's grandmother passed away. Emma was heartbroken. She cried for days, feeling a deep emptiness inside her. Emma's parents comforted her and reminded her of Grandma's words. Emma knew she had to be strong. She remembered her promise to her grandmother and decided to work even harder to achieve her dream. Back in the city, Emma threw herself into her studies. She joined more clubs, made new friends, and even started tutoring younger children. She missed her grandmother every day, but felt her presence guiding her. Years passed, and Emma grew up. She graduated from high school with top honors and got into a prestigious university. She studied education and worked part-time as a tutor. Emma's dream of becoming a teacher was closer than ever. One day, while Emma was studying in the library, she found an old book. It was dusty and looked very old. Inside, there was a letter. The letter was addressed to her. Emma was shocked and opened it. The letter was from her grandmother. It talked about how proud she was of Emma and how she knew Emma would achieve great things. Grandma also mentioned a secret she had kept all these years. Emma's great-grandmother was a famous teacher who had inspired many children. The book Emma found belonged to her. Emma felt a deep connection to her great-grandmother. She read the book and learned about her life, her struggles, and her triumphs. Emma felt inspired and more determined than ever to follow in her footsteps. With the support of her family and friends, Emma graduated from university and became a teacher. She started working at a small school in the city, where she helped children learn and grow. Emma loved her job and felt fulfilled every day. One day, Emma received a letter from Anna. Anna had moved to the city too and wanted to meet up. Emma was thrilled. They met at a cafe and caught up on old times. Anna was amazed at how much Emma had achieved and told her how proud she was of her. Anna also had some news. She was getting married and wanted Emma to be her maid of honor. Emma felt tears in her eyes, but this time they were tears of joy. She was happy for her friend and excited to be a part of her special day. Emma's life was full of love and happiness. She had a job she loved, friends who cared about her, and memories of her grandmother that kept her going. She often visited her village and her grandmother's house, where she felt a deep sense of peace. One evening, Emma was sitting in her grandmother's old room, reading the book she had found years ago. She felt a warm presence beside her and knew her grandmother was with her. Emma whispered a thank you and promised to continue making her proud. Emma realized that the most important lesson her grandmother had taught her was to never give up on her dreams. She had faced many challenges, but had overcome them with determination and love. Emma knew she had a long way to go, but she was ready for whatever life had in store. She looked at the stars and remembered her grandmother's words, "Follow your heart, and you will find your way." Emma smiled, feeling a deep sense of gratitude and love. She knew her journey was just beginning, and she was ready to embrace it with open arms. Emma continued to teach and inspire her students. She wrote a book about her experiences and dedicated it to her grandmother. The book became a bestseller, and Emma was invited to speak at schools and conferences. She shared her story and encouraged others to follow their dreams. Emma's life was filled with joy and fulfillment. She had found her purpose and was living it every day. She knew her grandmother was watching over her, proud of the woman she had become. Emma's heart was full of love, and she was ready to face the future with courage and hope. Years later, Emma was visiting her village again. She went to her grandmother's house and found an old box hidden in the attic. Inside, there were letters, photographs, and a diary. Emma opened the diary and began to read. To her surprise, she discovered that her grandmother had a secret. She had been a teacher too, but due to circumstances, she had to give up her career. The diary revealed her struggles, sacrifices, and the love she had for her family. Emma felt a deep connection to her grandmother. She realized that her grandmother's dream had lived on through her. Emma's journey had come full circle. She was not only living her own dream, but also fulfilling her grandmother's. Emma felt tears in her eyes, but they were tears of joy and gratitude. She whispered a thank you to her grandmother and promised to continue the legacy. Emma knew that her grandmother's love and strength would always be with her, guiding her every step of the way. Emma continued to teach and inspire children, just like her grandmother had done. She opened a school in her village and named it after her grandmother. The school became a place of learning and love, where children could dream big and achieve their goals. Emma's story touched the hearts of many. She received letters from people all over the world, thanking her for sharing.